lot of comedians I've heard like talking about people they like. They always mention Dave Attell, and I never really. I knew he was like pretty. I was like 9 years. I was like 9 years old when I probably first saw him. My parents probably were like, "Turn that off."
Like fucking your cousin.
Yeah.
You know, like fisting your sister. It's fun.
Can we look up a clip?
Drinking's raw, you know? Raw, like sucking on your mom's tits when you're 30.
Because he's like sober now.
Get to work with
So I wasn't sure if he was funnier like before. I don't know.
Of course, some of the people that I love in comedy. And of course, Animal Adorable Rescue, just in case Nickelodeon picks this up. You're right. Oh, come on, Bill. You're acting like you don't know. Who are you, Mark Twain? You know what's going on.
I don't know what that, but.
You don't like Dave Attell? No. I liked Insomnia. It was a good time in comedy.
Like there's one thing I think that was interesting was he was like at a bar and or it was part of a show or something like that. I don't know. It was I was just listening to some podcast and it was like Lewis Black talking about how he went on tour with Dave Attell and Mitch Hedberg.
Lewis Black.
Lewis Black, Dave Attell.
Sucks cock.
Yeah, I don't really like
I
Lewis Black.
fucking hated Lewis Black when he was out. And I hated people who liked Lewis Black. That's like comic book guy store. Know-it-all, top cop type. Oh, a lot of Lewis Black was a big hit around here with all the fucking fat idiots that would like type of guys that would like show a girl a self defense situation and just like try to finger them during it. Like fat security guard types.
But like the only people that I really know that are like good are like Norm and like I didn't really listen to much what's his name? Hicks.
Bill Hicks?
Yeah.
Bill Hicks is a little different.
You
know,
what's good one? What are
good stand-ups?
Yeah.
Anthony Jeselnik's funny.
That whole thing, like the '90s, it was a less stressful time, so the comedy seems like it might be better. And the best comedians are the black comedians from that era. But the whole vibe of like coffee shop and no offense, but like New York Jews.
Yeah.
Like weaving intricate. Like I get the appeal. It's sort of the same thing as spoken word. It's sort of the same thing as like letting someone with a voice with an incredible timbre. Is that how you pronounce it, Chris?
Yeah.
An incredible timbre, smoking and being deep and letting their voice wash over you. And you're talking about the summer night. Like it's just the same. The New York Jew stuff is kind of the same thing. It's just a different kind of sourdough instead of whole wheat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
overly romantic and it's trumped up.
It's so saturated. It's so on the nose. It's like the thing that what's the fucking Larry the Seinfeld writer guy?
Larry David.
Like that show. Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
The jokes are so good and it's all the best.
Yeah.
Writing.
Yeah.
And like you sit there and you're like, it's just you're so much. It's like having Larry David's asshole in your face. Like you can almost smell him through the TV.
Yeah.
I don't need that.
Yeah, like the worshiping.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, you know who the best is?
Yeah.
Harry Kornfeld.
Mm-hmm.
He was the best writer. It's like Richard Belzer on there.
Yeah.
Get Richard fucking Belzer out of there. Who gives a fucking shit?
Richard Belzer doesn't need to be in.
Yeah, Yeah, Dave Attell, you're bigger than Richard Belzer.
Yeah.
Like for real. You've been a touring comedian. He's always been a road comic. And he like works. He's just been doing it, and he never like got out of his lane. Like he never was like a movie star. That's why I don't like mind Dave Attell, but I totally get what you're saying. Like the New York coffee scene and the New York Jew shit.
Yeah.
I totally get what you're saying. Like Janine Garofalo.
Yeah.
But I you know, like to be fair, you were probably a pretty big comedy fan during that time. 2000. No, early, like 97.
Yeah.
Like Lounge Lizards.
I used to watch all this stuff for
Comedy
sure.
Central when you were a kid, right?
I used to watch all of it for sure.
Like,
you watch Portlandia?
Oh yeah.
Can you watch it for long periods of time? Like, do you get excited about Portlandia?
When it first came out, I remember when it was Thundercat.
Yeah.
No, not Thundercat. It was something. It was called before Portlandia. It was called Thunder Ant, maybe.
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
Heather Boaz told me about it.
Yeah.
In like 2008.
Yeah. but it's like perfect. It's like perfectly written, and the jokes are all like really nail on the head, hammer hitting the nail right on the head. I just don't care. Like it's so fuck. It's just
safe, worshipy.
Yeah, all that. Like it reminds me of the show Frasier.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit. My parents watched the shit out of that show.
There's like a sort of synthetic comfiness, like a fake kind of homey,
holier than thou, maybe
holier than thou,
sanctimonious bullshit.
Just all that. It's like all the, and none of it is like genius. None of it feels like lightning in a can. It's just not. And I know that Curb Your Enthusiasm is like perfectly written. Like if you had the 10 best screenwriters and you were sitting in like Century City,
you're a billionaire, of course you could though.
And you've got all the time in the world to come up with the best scenario that like perfectly encapsulates the feeling of waiting in a line at a movie theater or whatever the fuck that show's supposed to be.
It has that
about.
Charlie Chaplin.
None of that is like lightning that makes me care about it.
Yeah.
It's like it's just good background music.
Do you know this is not really about comedy, but I was thinking about Beavis and Butthead, and there was this animation that's like super old that was like proto Beavis and Butthead. It was like my uncle told me about it, but I can't think of the name, but I'll try to think about it. But it's something that I feel like you've seen. Or
do you remember where it was?
It was just this animation, and it was like something and something boy, or like Jacko, and but it was this animation, and it was like years before Beavis and Butthead, but it was like super ahead of its time. It was like just drawn like I think it was like late 80s or something like that. I'll think of it for another podcast, but Beavis and Butthead. Do you like Mike Judge's stuff?
Yeah, I actually like Mike Judge's movies.
I like Mike Judge.
I was a big Beavis and Butthead fan when I was a kid, and then it didn't carry on for me. But Mike Judge's movies were like, they were very original. Like I liked what the fuck that was. Yeah. When I first felt that, I was like, that's like the Office Space shit and
Idiocracy.
I didn't like Idiocracy that much.
It was pretty extreme. I mean,
I met Mike Judge before.
Idiocracy, it's got some lines in it that are really funny.
Really?
Yeah. The movie itself kind of sucks. Like if you want to watch a movie and go through a rising plot with a denouement and all that, it just sucks. But the individual jokes in it, you could take that movie, clip it down to 15 minutes, and have something super funny.
Yeah. Well, like the stuff that like I'm not, you know, when
Justin Long. Can you look up
Oh yeah, hey baby, when he's the gay guy or something.
It's just Justin Long's real, and I don't even like Justin Long, but he's good.
He is good. I always hated Justin Long, but I like him. Like he's good.
He never fucks up.
Yeah, he's like a real actor.
Justin Long, Idiocracy. Yeah, I like Justin Long. Fuck it.
Yeah, I didn't want to like him. He always like reminded me of the kid I would argue with.
Dr. Lexus.
Dr. Lexus will be with you shortly.
Don't want to sound like a dick or nothing, but it says on your chart that you're fucked up. You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
No.
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, he's made me laugh like 4 times, which I always, you know, when you like give people like when someone gets underneath your ribs, and you're like, well, I owe you that forever. Yeah. Office Space was really good like that. I thought Office Space was like revolutionary.
Office Space was great.
Like when I was a big David Herman fan when he was on Mad TV. I thought he was the fucking funniest guy in the world. And he used to do like Spishak Industries and shit, but he was just a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
And he got blacklisted from Hollywood for.
What did he do?
He did something that like we would do. Like it was supposed to. He did the thing Damon Wayans did. Did you ever see Damon Wayans get thrown off SNL? Did we talk about it in here?
No.
Damon Wayans got thrown off SNL because they were like, he should play the cop dead serious.
Yeah.
And Lorne Michaels was like, Damon, play the cop, you know?
Yeah.
And Damon was like, man, I think the cop should be something, something. And he was like, fuck it. And he played the cop as a gay guy.
Oh, baby.
On live TV. And he's like, you're under arrest. And it's like,
we gotta. Oh, fuck.
this is how he got kicked off of SNL, and he played like this is the truth. Yeah,
Damon Wayans is the fucking man.
You got caught.
Yeah, you're going to jail for a long, long time. I wouldn't be so sure about that. My lawyer's going to be here any minute. We've got the whole transaction on videotape. We got 3 people that saw you kill that undercover cop.
the worst cast member of all time, John Lovitz.
And Mr. Angel Carrasco.
I think Damon Wayans is right. This fucking bit sucks cock.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Lauren Michaels is like, no, let Lovitz do it.
Hover over the playback thing. Oh, there's another 2 minutes. Good.
Yeah, it's good.
Is this early 90s?
God, this is mid 88, 87.
Oh, damn.
Country is a joke.
Is that Randy Quaid?
Yeah. Oof.
What a fucked up show.
I think that was like the worst. They called that like one of the worst casts ever. I think that was the Rick Rocket era. Poor
God.
Damon Wayans, though.
Damn.
I always remember when In Living Color trumped SNL ratings numbers one time, and
Did
they
that
talked
happen?
about it on the fucking Keenan Ivory's came out, and he was like, "Yeah, we just beat SNL."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, "That's that." I always thought that was the coolest thing in the world,
man.
because like SNL had, they were like,
SNL had it coming. They just did not.
I liked In Living Color better.
In Living Color was better. In Living Color
They
was
had
so
Jim
much better.
Carrey. They had fucking
In Living Color was the shit. They had the dancers. Chris, can you look up In Living Color dancers?
the Fly Girls.
The Fly Girls. Jennifer
Yeah.
Lopez was an In Living Color Fly Girl.
They had
That was a
music
fucking-
acts that were
was-
good.
Great show. Second one, Lisa Thompson, best Fly Girl ever.
They had a DJ. That's SW1. Oh, that was Twist. I think.
Go ahead and full screen it.
Always just loving the blonde one because she was the only white chick. Like when I was a kid watching this on Sunday nights with my family, and my dad and I always be like, "Yo, the blonde's fucking hot." Who would have thought that the owner of the Miami Dolphins was dancing on the stage? The future owner.
This is fucking cool.
But look at the set. And then like I think that when Farley came, he like crushed everybody. This was like towards the end of this era. They like killed like 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. And then like 94, 5, 6, 7 is like when SNL poured in. Like they had Mike Myers, they had Sandler,
Yeah.
Crushers. And they were
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
nah, we got a good crew now. But
Yeah.
90, they had like fucking
Look up In Living Color, Wayans prison, jail. Yeah, prisoner. Yeah.
is that the one who talks like, allow me to spiritualize my
Yeah, bro.
integrity?
We must internalize the flatulation of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. So, do not misinterpret.
Is this like a
Bro, this
black
would get you
Israel?
canceled immediately
All of it.
nowadays.
Is that poking fun at like black Israelites?
Yeah, it's taking
Yeah.
the piss out of like the
Louis
Afrocentric
Farrakhan.
bullshitters.
Damn.
Yeah. And he,
Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, man. They would do like they had it. They had it down pat. They had it like it was the best time in humor.